Hey, gamers.
Hey gamers,
It's your boy,
it's Mapes Games.
Smabes Games, and a stack of your favorite fossil novels. Welcome to the stream.
Oh boy, Friday night, are you guys ready to read?
You guys ready to read some novels about fossils? Just kidding. This is about murder tonight, boys. And
Murder in the building.
murder here.
Luckily, I'm not the asshole drunk you thought I was. I'm a detective.
I'm a sad drunk. Even better.
What's up, gamers? Are we ready to go?
Gamers.
Is it loud? It's like right on par with our own voice.
Spooks and I hydrate. Hello.
I'll drink to that.
Here, cheers. I think it's because the intro music is really loud, but once we get in the game, it's fine.
I'm so excited. It's literally been 2 weeks since we played it on the dot.
Life is so hard.
What has Harry been up to?
How is Harry?
We're back in our own room.
It was 11:04, day 2.
I would just like to remind, we started this game like in December, right? Or I don't know. It's been like a month at least.
Definitely in January, at least.
We're on day 2, like halfway through.
Why does it take so fucking long?
It's
Damn.
it's IRL time.
Oh, is it?
No.
Oh.
It does take a long time though.
Yeah. Well, we
just
got a lot done.
Yeah.
Can we check like our log?
Sure.
Open apartment door for Everard. Do we want to do that?
Oh yeah, we talked to him about this. Not really.
Morel the cryptozoologist.
So this is for the next day when the gate opens.
Yeah.
So it's Tuesday today.
And that's also for tomorrow.
Yep. Tomorrow.
Close the water lock on Wednesday.
And we can do this now.
I don't know if we can, because we tried this.
We lost and we went crybaby cop on him.
I don't want to crybaby cop first thing again.
True. This one's like kind of a lost cause. I don't even know. 3 drivers at the intersection. There's the lorry driver, the old man, and the guy that we already talked to. So,
What about the lady?
so the old lady, the racist lorry driver, and the guy that we saw into his eyes. Those are the 3 drivers. So we could do that now.
It's gotta be the lady.
I agree, because she doesn't know what she's like doing.
Yeah, she. How do we find it though? How do we get in there?
I don't care about finding money for rent, whatever.
No, we gotta sleep in a bed. So let's keep an eye out.
Info on the lynching.
Yeah. So
I do really want to hear this. I need the badge. So badge.
Or we do the favor about finding out the drugs.
Really?
Don't you
This
remember
one?
that's
Okay.
what she wanted? Yes. See, Joy said she had 3 drives. So maybe let's really go into it. Click around on everything.
We're getting our shit together. Full RP today.
Full RP. Shit together, cop. The shit compressor is on. To discover Oh, yeah. This might help.
Shine it right in their eyes. Do you know anything about drug smuggling?
I mean, like, if we go around, like, their trailers and, like, shine it, maybe we can see stuff.
Big facts. Okay. I don't want to.
We don't want to use it all
a
right.
tank top right now.
Well, what do we want to stack in?
This one is a good one. So.
Yeah, we don't care about authority. We're cool.
Right.
We're cool hippie cop. Does the flashlight hole run out of battery?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
That'd be cool
To
if it did,
discover
though.
secret orbs in shady areas. We should always have this on. Why'd you take off our hat?
Just doesn't look very professional.
Why? We play for stats. Or are we playing for aesthetics?
Yeah, we don't have a better hat to wear right now.
That's all we have. Glasses?
Okay, so yeah, this is a reasonable cop outfit. This is a reasonable cop outfit. Not a very pretty cop outfit. My overall goal, I don't know why, but I just invented it right now, is I just want to look like a cop now. I'm done looking like Hobo Cop. I want to look like real cop.
But what if, like, Hobo Cop is our vibe?
Not our vibe anymore.
Are you sure? Because we're wearing a beanie still.
That's what I'm saying. We need to find new clothing.
Hobo Cop gives us the best stats.
Yeah, we need to find new clothing that gives us good stats.
We're a gentle, empathetic soul. I think this fits us.
I like the RCM patrol clothes.
Yes.
We need new,
We
Raptors.
need new pants for sure. Interfacing good.
New gloves.
Shoes bad.
Yeah, new shoes. So new pants, new shoes.
What about the glasses?
We
Can we
can
put
keep-
glasses on?
Yes. But, do we really want a -3 in authority? I mean,
Are we doing any authority rolls?
the Titus roll is authority, but nothing else really.
I don't want to do Titus, so. Yeah, let's try it.
I would rather -3 authority.
See, now we look like the cool professor.
That's what I'm saying. We do look a bit more sophisticated.
Like, this makes it, like, the thing is, when you put on the kooky glasses, this says, I'm doing this on purpose, and you can't stop me. You know, it's not, this is all I have. This is on purpose.
These are my thinking glasses.
We're wearing the outfit isn't wearing us now.
We need a better t-shirt too, because
Dude, this t-shirt rocks. What are you talking
it's
about?
a good t-shirt for the stats, but I'm getting more into the RP.
What if we love this comic? Ragnar the Red, or whatever it was.
Really? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we do. That's why we bought it.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way
Yeah, let's
back.
see if there's any checks that we can go through.
Has some good butt.
Can I just
Those
skip
days are
through it?
behind
I know we've
Yeah,
listened
we've
to
done
it
this
other-
before.
Just be straight with him.
Oh shit! You finance those other addictions with drug trafficking?
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
What? No, of course not.
Then what's your deal here?
So much for subtlety. Better get straight
Alright,
to
well.
the point.
Why would he was sick? That was a bad one.
It's fine.
Thanks, suggestion. Trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting
Oh.
for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry.
A bulk
Join it to
shipment
camera.
from the harbor, you say? Maybe in a cargo container?
Maybe in a cargo container, Kim? Do you think maybe it could be loaded?
Do you think maybe it could be the cargo container that we're looking at, Kim? Maybe, just maybe.
The one that we-
perchance.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Okay, we made progress though from last time.
Yeah. Why are you still hanging around?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo,
That's fair.
and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
He's probably getting. I wonder if he's getting paid for this. Rapper? Drop some bars for us?
Who do you think it is then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man
Yeah,
to
he's
probe with those
pissed now.
questions.
Sorry, Tommy.
It's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point. But there's something in him. Some trepidation.
Can we hit him with our best verse, please?
Okay, let's stack conceptualization first. Let's see how much conceptualization we can get. Yep.
Yep. Let me put on our. Okay, actually.
we be dripping.
Okay, this is the shit. Hello? I think, yeah, that's it. This is our poetry outfit.
I'm about to drop bars on you, good sir.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Let's go.
Wait,
Oh!
there's something here, stored away.
A
in
mirror's
some
temperature is always 0.
It's
It is
downstairs.
ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Let's conceptualization finished.
Whoa.
You're funny.
What else?
It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
You want to hit it?
Where Gatsby and Lee partake of a shifting identity never your own.
Dang. That's some
Damn.
great shit. You came up with that yourself.
Fuck yeah, we did. Bars. Bars.
Did you?
Just a vessel for the muse, bro.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours.
I don't really know.
I don't really know.
No matter. Great verse is like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Ephemeral. You might not look it. Seems you have some literary chops.
Oh?
Maybe there's hope for me yet.
That's a strange compliment.
Just messing with you. It's cool. You're an okay guy. For a cop.
For a cop?
They're more often into fists than rhymes, see? Let alone honesty in verse.
Well, do you see the drip?
Can you see us right now? We're serious cop. We're intelligent, thoughtful cop.
We sprint over to him, change our clothes, drop bars.
We put on a nicer jacket to drop some
In a
bars.
small office
Oh.
behind the old military hospital, hunched under the green glow of his desk light, Officer Hans Blau browses through a test print of his Futurist magazine. It's called The Futurist. The typeface on the header is too small.
I love esprit de corps. Such a good
It's
skill.
so good.
I'm doing what little I can to do right by people.
Yeah.
Well, you've given me
Yeah.
some hope, I guess.
Cool.
I'm trying
You
to.
found some common ground with this man.
Oh.
Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Hmm.
The mirror, you say?
I'm gonna be right back and turn the heater down. It's
Okay.
really hot here.
Damn, so we didn't really get... I'm gonna question the other people. He did say it wasn't a lie, but there's trepidation about his answer. So... that means, there's a chance that, like, he has more to say about that. Otherwise... let's go talk to the other people and try and get some more stuff out of them. We've talked to everybody else already, but... apparently we haven't. Also saving. Guys, it's 11:11. Make a wish. Say it out loud. Don't say it out loud, though. Wanna know my wish?
Lowman,
Never tell.
you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Oh, this is actually dope. Okay, bet.
Hey.
The old lady is actually... she's like awake and at it because it's raining right now.
Oh shit.
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
Where could I get my hands on an experience like that?
If you don't know,
I wanted to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs.
We're really subtle.
We've already asked this one, though.
Yeah, so fuck it.
why would I want to do that?
I don't know. Thrill of criminal for commerce,
I feel-
obviously for
You don't
money.
think she would go for number 2?
Liberation of the spirit and body.
I don't know.
You want to go that one? Bet. For the glory of the world republic, liberation of the spirit and body.
Lowman, what in the name of God are you talking about?
Oh,
Let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you!
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
It's not diamonds. I didn't ask about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
And if you had to guess, who do you think it'd be?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
She's quick to point fingers. And she's good at misdirecting us. Can we get the flashlight out and see if we can see anything special?
Sure. You're not involved with the drug trafficking race.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the filters of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't. I mean, it could be her, but she doesn't know anything about it.
Flashlight. Flashlight.
Right.
I feel like let's investigate with the flashlight, like everything here. Like let's look at everything.
Oh, I can do it with right click. That's good to know.
I'm gonna check out her. Sorry. Just dark over there.
Are you smuggling any drugs?
Are you smuggling
Are you
drugs?
smuggling anything?
Whoa, can you get over there?
Oh, there's a tire in the way.
Oh. Yeah, definitely can't walk over that.
Oh? Come on.
Imagine
do something cool.
Imagine being Kim right now.
Like a dog just sniffing it out.
Just smelling.
I don't want to talk to the racist guy again.
Can we look inside his house? Yeah.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grab-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
Backseat.
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Interesting. I don't want to talk to him.
We can just skip it out.
This guy sucks.
Looking for something?
Oh, new thing. Oh wait, no, I think that was about him and Kim.
Yeah.
So I don't care about that.
You hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apple.
He's given you the runaround.
Come on!
Invested.
So we don't really know what anybody's hauling.
You stand
Drugs?
for drugs.
They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Why not?
You know where that shit comes from?
Oh,
Sarah Mirinza. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow.
It's our responsibility to keep this
It's
poison out the streets of
sabotage.
Revachol.
Racial
Right?
economic sabotage.
He eyes you warily, unsure
That was the
how
right
to
response.
respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then,
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't
Got
tell
him.
you.
interesting.
Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most of the other camionneurs have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been
He's
getting
immediately
looted
getting
lately.
defensive.
It's those little kids sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
Got his ass.
there was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one of the lorries with trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything.
Sounds like a kid.
Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
The flashlight really works for me right now. Bad for him, I guess.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed
Hey,
Samaran.
so everybody's got a different answer.
His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
See, the street vendor south of here? That guy's a lorry driver?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanux lorry.
Lord.
Damn. Yeah, but why would he be smuggling drugs when he's carrying humanitarian aid?
His tribe are natural liars.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
I'm pretty sure this guy.
I'm pretty sure.
100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to
There we
say.
go.
We've got a lead though. We can talk about it. Guess we should pay Siling a visit then.
Guess so.
Yeah, but we're not done with you, buddy. We're done for now.
It's definitely this guy.
We have somewhere to go now, though. I'm actually determined about this. Also, kind of digging the fit, even though it's not the best stat-wise. Rhetoric minus... We have literally 0 rhetoric?
But still bars.
Yeah, still bars, though. We can say, like, we write down our feelings in poetry and recite it later. Minus 2 savoir-faire is sad.
What's that
Authority
for?
and suggestion is also bad, so I think we should honestly switch these back out. God bless. Oh, this is such a good jacket. Esprit de corps and shivers.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I love Esprit de Corps. That's a,
Back to the OG.
that's We're just cute.
Yeah.
Do we have any keys or anything?
Ease. Yeah, we have the key to the basement. For do the union work. Silang, we heard from a racist guy that you were basically not his race.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Silang, what's your stance on drugs? Yeah, this one's new.
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
Flashlight.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, but you are, buddy. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
alright.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
Got him.
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Oh, look at the shadow effects. Look at that.
It's really cool. It's a good video game.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Stop squirming.
What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
Yeah, the the gear takes away our authority, but the flashlight gives it right back. Stop squirming.
That's because they can't see it.
What crowd is that?
Oh,
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
come
Like
on,
hoops.
buddy. Snitch.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Alright. If you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff.
Or who you... I think whoever...
Who are you afraid
yeah.
of? That's yeah, because let's go with empathy, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, good check, Jackie. Who are you afraid of, Silang?
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here.
Nice.
That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
We're buddies, Silang. Help us out. No, it was you.
It's a she, okay?
Ooh.
The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Bro, we literally... This is such a success. We're so successful.
Can we
It's been
please
30
save
minutes.
after this?
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
Oh,
The seventh Hardy Boy or something. Because that's another lady, right?
I think that's their lawyer. Could she be associated with the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, let's
Is
ask
it
her.
the old woman back there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right.
There's another
scored.
one.
Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses. Both of you. You deserve it.
Okay,
He's a
bye.
good salesman.
Hmm?
I actually will take a look.
Can we save real quick?
Yes, yeah, hell yeah.
Take a look.
Here, I'll take a look.
Everything's still.
Everything's for sale, my friend.
The
Looking to
speakers
protect
below
yourself
are
or
banged
deal
up
some
and
damage.
worthless. The sneakers triumph.
Dude,
over
these
them.
look freaking sick.
the
We
star
should
of the
get
show
those.
We
If
need
we were
rent.
rich. Yeah. But, like, I like both of those.
I need those fallen sneakers.
He really do got the drip.
You keep coming back. That's good.
Oh, that's so
officer.
bad.
Keep browsing.
That Windbreaker's ass, Silang. Okay, thanks for the info, though. We should go talk to Joyce. Jam mystery, look at this. Oh, never mind. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her away.
I think it's the girl who gave us the gardening gloves. I think she's the 8th Hardy Boy.
But do you think she's the lorry driver? I don't think she's a lorry driver, because she's a lawyer. She's a
That's
lawyer for the
right.
union, right?
A lawyery driver.
She's just a little lawyery.
Alright, yeah, you want to talk to the old lady?
Yeah.
Hey lady,
Hey, old woman.
hey lady.
But Joyce's source was wrong saying there were 3 lorry drivers because we just confirmed a 4th.
Yeah, so we can
So
confirm that.
she could be anyone.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Are you the
Alright.
lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I was told we're woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs.
She's not that
It
scary.
doesn't work like that on the long haul.
I don't think she talks to anybody either.
Yeah.
So you're not the driver everyone is afraid of.
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Oh, that's sad. Why are you scared of the people to those who used to know you?
What's going on? Yeah.
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
Gee. Then who is the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
That's fair.
Okay.
She's got her shows.
Oh, Sim.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
Thank you, bye.
Interesting.
So we need to find the other lady driver. She could be anybody. Because Joyce's source in the lorries has already been proven inaccurate.
That's a good point. Is there? Yeah, there could be more than 3 here.
There has to be, because it's not her, right? Unless she's giving us the runaround.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I really doubt it's her too.
Yeah. She doesn't give a shit, I don't think.
She really is an old woman.
She's old.
Okay, let's see if there's any new dialogue options.
Looking for something?
That's up. Where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
First, you knew Silang didn't do it. Or how about
The more you
the more he's
smirking.
smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashel West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
Actually we do.
We should redirect the conversation. Just
So
keep
who
it.
does? The lady driver?
Just
Yeah, good detective work. We don't want to. Yeah, we don't have anything to prove.
don't
to the
talk about
racist
us. Don't
lorry
talk
driver.
about him.
So who does? The lady driver.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air, a dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it.
Oh.
Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, him.
Cross your arms and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Interesting. So we're looking for peons or whatever.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere.
Peonies.
Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Then nothing.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's so good. He's so good.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
Interesting.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
Wanted to send a message, maybe?
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod.
Alright, we got
I softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Uh-oh.
Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him, by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
Should we save?
It's a white check. Yeah. Do you want?
Quick save.
You want to leave and then quick
Okay.
save?
Can we? Can we come back and try it?
I think so.
Yeah. Quick little save.
It was half-light.
Yeah. We stack for half-light real quick.
We're like, yeah, we're gonna RP. Let me change my clothes and then convo though. Oh, we do have half-light right here.
There we go.
I need minus half-light.
Cool.
Looking for something?
Yay!
He did the Skyrim. Looking for something.
That gave us 10%. Okay.
Let's get it.
The main
Oh.
thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
Do you want to redo it until we get it?
Are we save scumming?
We can save.
Okay. Yeah. We'll save.
I'm fine with save
Let's do a
scumming.
quick little save scum.
This
for
is an important. I really want to follow this lead.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this.
It's our game.
It's our game. We'll
It's-
play how you want. If you want to not save scum, go play it yourself.
You guys are watching us play. We're having fun. Everybody wants to see us win.
I'm in it for this. Look, it's about the story
Looking
for
for
me.
something?
Oh, yeah, we need to put on our fawn gloves, and then you should do a quick save.
Looking for something?
This is it.
Men
Let's
like
go.
this only respect two things: strength and fear.
That's the more answer that I was looking for.
Show me her lorry right fucking now. The lady driver's lorry.
Where is it? Holy shit!
I told you, I'm not gonna...
There, his voice grows smaller as yours.
What's your name, fuckhead? I'm gonna go on police radio saying this guy told Madre to fuck off. Or, it's either 3 or 1, I think.
His voice grows smaller as yours. We need to get loud.
I think number 1 is scarier. I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of my life! You understand?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Fucking homo cop. Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
Then we just let go of him. We're like,
homo.
thank you.
We're a little gay. It's
It's
fine.
it's the green one. It's the green one down there.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She
Good
just
cop,
rolls
bad
with
cop.
the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the
So
fuck
fucking
alone,
good.
Let's go.
okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Green tempo.
Save again.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah, Kim and us are like, like sprinting.
Finally! A lead that we don't have to corrupt our souls for. Let's go, Kim. Hey, buddy. So it turns out it wasn't you this whole time.
Just slam some poetry. Beat up green one beyond the monument.
It's a tempo.
Tempo. Tempo.
Look at this. You're looking so fresh.
Really great.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
Try to peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and 2 steering levers.
So nobody's in it for a while.
It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside it's private, cozy, warm, dusty too.
Try the door handle, fuck it.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. There's no pick in this lock. The owner has put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
How are we gonna get this open, Kim?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Dead ass?
On God? Just like that?
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Oh, yeah,
Cool,
let's
not
get
a quarter.
let's
You just do it with your hand.
yeah. The thing is, the game's like, do it, bitch.
Yeah, I know. It lets us do it for some reason.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked.
Can we get more physical instrument? Can we put on our workout gear? We like to RP.
Wait,
Yeah, white tank top.
this one also gives us physical instrument though.
Oh, okay. Alright. Let's try it.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, pry bar
Oh.
in hand. You take a hard swing at the window.
Really hitting
A
me.
loud thunk rings out and the pry
I
bar
think it's gonna
bounces
hurt us
back,
if we do that.
leaving a tiny spider web on the glass.
Oh, so it did crack. Uno appears to be shatterproof.
No, it's not shatterproof. Give me that.
He smashes it into the window.
Yay!
Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Thanks,
You can
Jim.
just reach in now.
Nice.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
Open the door.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Oh, toolbox, you said.
There's something odd about the passenger seat.
Oh.
The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
We just go down the list.
Admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
What's that smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably grenade.
Actually, it's cool. Blue number 5.
I was thinking the same thing. Coral blue.
Stop and wonder what the... Study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy.
Damn.
Enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
You know, it's a good thing we
Strange.
examine...
There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
It's a good thing we examined the perfume, because now we'll be able to smell it on the person.
Oh, very smart. Granite number 5.
Granite number 5.
So many radio stations saved here must be over 100. Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV.
Okay.
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too.
This is a big boy radio.
Mm-hmm.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
What else is here?
The ghostly actresses and the rusty toolbox under the driver's seat and the oddly bulging seat cover.
Check the pedals?
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have
Yes,
been
please.
casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Huh.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Bender. Looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The sand-
Sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
But so would walking. But they're a lorry driver.
Yeah.
So they don't walk.
Yes?
He likes where this is going.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
One of the... Go ahead. Go ahead. You do it.
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Women always up to something.
No. And she's also the one running the drug trade.
What a handful.
Oh golly gee. What
Now
a
we know
hand-
for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think the entire union is involved. Maybe even all of Martinez.
This would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions. I definitely think the union's involved.
Yeah, because it's coming through their dock.
I know it's in that fucking crate.
Yep.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter.
Oh,
Are we finished with the lorry?
we are not finished with the lorry, my dear Kim.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console, and a faint smell of perfume is in the air.
Who knew the freaking pedal would give us so much lore and info?
And we haven't even touched the fucking passenger seat thing that we noticed.
Yep.
We're good cop?
Peel off the cover.
Voila! A stack of neatly folded papers has
Damn.
been stashed behind the seating fabric.
This
You
is
see
so
three
dope.
maps
We are such a good
depicting
cop.
A large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
I wish we had the camera right now so they could see us like looking at each other with huge grins on our faces like, oh, like,
Let's go!
we're making like the surprised Pikachu face all the
Then please.
time. Wow. Hold open the topmost map.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all.
Interesting. I don't know where any of these places are.
They're all toll booths. That's the thing.
There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881. High above the massive brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield.
Where does the road lead?
To Kuron, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
Cool.
Second map.
This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct.
Storm sewers.
No storm will ever drown Revachol, the great solution to the riddle of history.
I love Inland Empire because we'll be super focused on something and then it'll just be like, hey, here's a thought.
It's
Here's something
an
to think about.
intrusive thought.
It
That's
is.
why the Inland Empire.
I love it.
Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital, great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with life of their own.
What is that sound?
Our shivers are going crazy right now.
Yeah, we're doing good on shivers.
The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through long forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights.
Look at the third map, baby.
So they're car tunnels. The sewers are car tunnels.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. These service tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway.
What does it all mean?
It means that the smugglers are secretly using the motorway to transport their goods and materials. They've infiltrated the East Motor Tract, most likely.
Ababooey.
The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
Oh, so the toll booths are where the RCM checks them, so they have those marked so they can go around it.
Gotcha.
And then they go through the service tunnels as well. Interesting.
Where does the contraband end up?
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
There's Merti? That sounds vaguely familiar.
The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, but really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol.
Okay.
With cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's a dark parody.
Who do you think's behind this?
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect.
Okay.
Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Alright.
So Union does logistics, but I don't even know if they know anything about it.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that usually accompany it.
Huh.
Somewhere on a hidden field, a flash of light, a whirring sound. Camera lenses focus on a man in a ragged police uniform, standing in a field of blood-red poppies. A blurry figure dressed in white stands right by the camera. The bedraggled cop is holding a manure fork. "Don't hurt me," he whimpers. "But why? Why would I hurt my own peon?" asks the man in white. What kind of an animal would do such a thing?
Damn.
Gee.
So we know that they have their fingers in the RCM.
Oh yeah. That's what Kim was referring to earlier. He was pretending that we were some of them.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, we know that they're here.
Alright,
Return to the stack of papers.
let's do it.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
Bet.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use.
Toolbox?
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Unfold the newspaper?
It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Oh?
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system.
Oh, this is something for the radio.
The ULAN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Well, there's a chance that LAN is local access network, so maybe it's the 20-kilometer radius thing.
Oh.
Pull-out toolbox slides back
Smart.
into its nest. The rest
like the
is
local
as
system.
it was. Posters, a radio,
Bless you.
dust on the windows.
Bless you.
You close the
We learned
rusty
so
old
much.
lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective?
Oh,
Before we return to Joyce?
Yeah, facts.
Tim is like, we have so much to talk about, bro.
Phew.
Bless you.
Thank you. Let's talk to our boy.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Yeah, we're cops, right? Bless you.
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter. particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Interesting.
Tap into RCM networks.
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info.
Yeah, because they said like the toll booths are basically put on every main road going into Revachol. And so they have to use the tunnels.
Yeah.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
We have so much now.
We did great.
I'm just envisioning us being like, yeah, give us the key. We'll go open the guy's door, and then we don't do it, find out information, and come back. We're like, we know you're connected to the drug trade. And here's the key. We didn't do it. Baba booey. We're just like dancing.
All according to plan. Cries
The
and
probe
tears.
and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
It really was.
What about the movie?
We grab him. What about the movie posters?
So it turns out this is connected to the Union.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
True.
Meaning, someone as slippery as Everard won't be caught by a couple of cops and some stuff they found in some cabin.
Not unless we can open that damn storage. What's that storage crate's like? Check, because we should spec into that.
I think it's rhetoric. It's something in intelligence. It's like talk it into opening, right?
Well, the RCM opened an investigation into this.
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells
Sure.
us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Yep. But we're not
There are
poking our
more
nose
than
too far.
enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
Bro,
What are you thinking?
I don't even have a gun.
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
What about the movie posters, though?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Maybe the trader is some sort of cinephile.
Yes, well,
Unimportant.
To you, maybe. Debrief over?
debrief over. After you.
I hope there's a moment when we're gonna recognize her perfume. And she'll be like, it's you!
Like walk by her in a hallway.
Yeah.
Coronet number 5. And then we're like, do you like movies? And she's like, yes. But then the elevator door closes. No! Sorry,
Alright.
the one that got away. Yeah, we're talking to Joyce now. Hopefully we can get some info without having to show her our badge now. Hello, friend. Oh, with a crowbar, too.
You know what?
Should I take a-
What's the drip?
Back to Hobo Cop. We've got so much good
Oh,
information.
he wants to talk to us.
Hey, officer, got a minute? Bro, that's crazy.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry.
Oh,
She in trouble?
Sorry, man. Can't disclose the facts of an official investigation to you. Right?
oh, that gives him the information that there is an investigation.
Into the murder. Can't disclose anything.
It's that bad.
Oh, shit.
Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
Yeah, that was not the move. Do you want to load
This
a
is
quick
so
save?
bad. Yeah. I did not understand what was happening.
I was like, okay.
Why did we? It should have just been like into the murder case. I can't tell you facts about the murder case. Reset.
Anyways,
If we could turn back time, back to the good old
we're
days.
RPing, okay? It's for the RP. Yeah, he's looking out for lady drivers, so we need to just be like, oh, she's fine.
If there's a lady driver, do you think there's a baby driver?
It's funny because that's like the movie name.
I saw you
Baby
poking
driver.
around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
Yeah, I think let's say that she's going to be fine.
No trouble. She's gonna be fine. Just fine.
Oh man, that's like a load off my mind.
Oof.
All that stress was messing up my rhymes.
What's the plan with those rhymes, anyways?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
Why Tommy Laom?
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
Okay.
Tom and Jerry?
Oh.
It's more him.
I had another question actually.
Do we?
Let's find out.
The man taps his fingers
You're
rhythmically
the
against
James.
his arm.
No, that's
Bandage. I wonder if we could have gotten more out of him with the first option, but I get the feeling that
He's gonna tell her to leave or something.
yeah.
If she's still here.
Yeah.
Which I hope so,
I
because
think-
nobody else is left.
Be the lookout.
They all know something,
This wall!
which shows just the extent. Do you want to look at the wall?
Can't we look at the wall real quick? We're just looking, Kim. We're just looking.
Just want to glance
I
at
just
it.
want to look at it.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Kim's like this fucking wall.
Always look at this wall.
Art cop one of these days and just be like, fuck the case. We're only doing art.
We're people cop.
Say it?
Let's stack some important things here. I feel like we should get rhetoric. We should take this off. Should we switch off? Should we get better authority?
What's a dress shirt do?
I do like
No.
suggestion. Oh, wait.
That's minus suggestion.
This one's just plus physical instrument, which is pretty good.
I don't know if we'll need the shivers.
Switch.
Hey Joyce, excuse us. Yeah, we're good. Conceptualization will also be. Oh, that's the jacket. Never mind. Okay, is that the fit? Is that the drip?
We might just want to take this off. Yeah.
How did drip?
Scary cop. This is scary dad cop.
This is murder. This is like horror movie cop.
Texas Chainsaw Cop. This is the corrupt
This
cop
is
in
villain
Texas
cop.
Chainsaw. Yeah.
Roll bread.
Hey Joyce. It's roll bread. Oh, if only we had a cowboy hat.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, with the lorryman at the roundabout.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Wait, where exactly are those eyes located?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
Okay.
It's gotta be somebody at like the gate, right?
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
I'm not telling you shit.
She's trying to conceal her excitement, but the slight glimmer in her green eyes tells you otherwise.
Tell me first.
The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off.
No way.
This decision should be yours.
No way, let the lieutenant handle it.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation. subject to confidentiality.
Boom.
I'm
Yeah,
sure you
no one's
understand.
telling him anything.
Confidentiality.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Let's go.
Yay!
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
What's that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war,
Holy
with possible
cow.
consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
I could see that.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
How are the lynching and the strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
They're enforcers, basically. So she came in to like give him the deal, and the union's like, hell no. And then they were like, all right, send in the armed people.
And they're sending the military.
Yeah.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Yeah.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
They're still here. There's
Yeah.
2 still here.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience.
Ceramic
They
armor.
also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
It's not even post-traumatic stressor disorder. It's just trauma and stressor disorder. Like they're in it.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
Okay.
It's Tuesday right now.
Mm-hmm.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
Ruh-roh.
Shit.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
I have to say, this is not disco.
Honestly, number 2 is kind of the
I
best
kind of like
option.
number 2.
This is not disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
We got him!
Kuno.
This one kid
It's Kuno.
beat up this dude in
Military.
ceramic armor and lynched him all by himself.
Fucking Kuno.
The mad lad. I knew it. It's his town. He probably runs the drug trade too.
They would have to project strength and power.
Authority's just shining through all of our bad clothing from it. We have like a -3.
Why are the authorities so good?
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Damn.
I think we have like a +5 base because foreign psyche, and then we have one from our thought.
Huh.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
Oh.
Whee.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
That's insane.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeesh.
So we need to get a gun.
No, we need to pin it on somebody.
Yeah, maybe we should stop the violence first.
As I said, a bloodbath.
I can't see it happen. How many things would have to... Oh, wait.
No.
Number 2.
Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing?
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia.
Yeah, don't know who we are.
Harry.
All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Okay.
Where are the...
So they're basically like, get the actual murderer, and then we take him into custody, and they can't kill anybody.
Yeah.
They can't kill the guy. I'm just going on the list.
Yeah. What can you tell me about Cornell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Down a deep black well.
It's a challenging one.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Okay.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're combat trained.
Yes.
Combat hardened.
All the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands. Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Alright, anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
That's tough, buddy.
If you still have access to the ICP's database,
Insane
you could run a
Quill.
better background check than I ever could. It may
ICP,
take some time,
Insane
though.
Bruh. Autumn.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ACP, man?
Interesting.
He said it too.
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
So we should call the RCM back at Kim's car after this.
And run a check. Did you contact the company and tell them to leave?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
The deceased assaulted a woman.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on then?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did these teenagers say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
Interesting.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
We actually did from Titus.
Yeah.
Last
Take better
Sunday
notes,
night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
Who was the woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Could it be the original barkeep that wanted to just leave all of a sudden? Remember?
Oh, the woman that called?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a great point. We should call her again and confront her about it.
Hey, were you assaulted? Were you assaulted last
Cringe
Sunday?
cop. We should, though.
Hey, sorry to bother you again. But were you... Lord.
We're gonna have to ask some questions.
Oh, we're gonna have to ask some questions, man.
I feel so bad for her.
That
I
sucks.
feel so bad for her.
It's fine.
You meet her soon enough, you feel.
Oh,
This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him.
You don't know how you know. It's not written on her face, nor in her voice, but she had sympathy for this man.
you liked him.
His name was,
Oh,
can I ask his name?
you don't want to follow the empathy?
Yeah.
I'm down to ask his name.
His name was...
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
This Lely. Anything else? Nationality? How old did you say he was?
He was 40. Or 50.
Oh, should we
It's
ask? should we
hard
ask
to
about the
say
other ones,
which. He
huh?
had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Combat injury in his lower jaw.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the two? What were you gonna say?
We could go back through and ask the...
Yeah, you wanna try?
to describe him, yeah.
If you mean did I...
You don't know how you know.
You liked him.
It's not written on her face, nor in her voice, but she had sympathy for this man.
Liked is a bit strong. He was the most charismatic among them. He handled all the talking. His departure left a major gap in the group's communication skills.
Okay.
Lely, his
Right, tell me
service
about the
name,
others
a nom
first.
de guerre. One is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
Interesting.
Interesting. A radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased.
Bolello.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
It's tough.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40.
No, wait.
Indeed.
In a way, it was humanizing. He
Where
had
are
to
the
learn
two
to
remaining
speak
mercs
through
now?
it. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
That's fair.
Yeah, facts.
That's fair.
Semi-auto rifles.
Ceramic armor.
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol.
We still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Scab leader murder bad reply.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
This is so
Oh.
embarrassing. You have no idea. There's something wrong with your brain. Luckily, the lieutenant still has his.
That's okay.
Ma'am, with all due respect, I've been around Martinez, and there's a giant hulk of a man in ill-fitting clothes at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
It's very
Yeah.
true.
His heart really isn't in it.
Mr. Buff Guy.
Not a terribly good actor, that one. Still,
And the other one, the Pole, must be in one of the 4-story buildings overlooking the roundabout. She was reporting back to you while we were canvassing the lorry drivers.
Oh, I wonder if it's that painter girl.
Damn. So DePaul was the one who's spying on us. Interesting. Got him.
that would afford a good vantage point. Still, I hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start?
Oh.
Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
Ruh-roh.
They don't report their progress to you?
Yeah, they work with her, not for her.
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
Oh, true.
5 days, not more. Maybe sooner.
Okay, so before Friday. We got time. We got time.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Okay.
Jeepers creepers.
It's fine. We're solving the murder anyways.
We're going really fast.
It's fine.
That's enough.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Tell me about these tattoos!
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Just stay
Observe.
quiet.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface. She has no excess of emotions for this cadaver. Has she seen dead bodies before? It's likely.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Sorry, I was not paying attention to what she said because Ori came in and it freaked me out. So I'm gonna read that one she said real quick.
The tattoo's a map.
Interesting. You wanna let her keep going?
Port cities. On the oceans.
Oh.
This is an
Oh.
Oronese map of the waterways.
I knew it was a sailor's tattoo all along.
worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century. As early as 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What travels did the dead man make? Bless you.
Thank you.
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
That's cool.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semnes Islands, then this,
What is that?
Revachol. Those
Yeah.
are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
Okay. Jeez, know it all.
Damn, encyclopedia.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
Somewhere in an office lit by a single green desk lamp, Captain Ptolemaeus Price, 58, bald and bespectacled, is writing in a ledger on his desk. Rows and rows of days and weeks, laconic remarks in a single column. Patrol, case, vacation, injured.
That's funny.
In Martinez looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside, there is a siren. Distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter.
This man is no brother of mine, but this is his service history.
That makes sense to me.
I want to clip that.
We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
Yeah, it's just cool. You could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors.
Oh yeah, I do. I
Though
would not
I do
show them
not
that photo.
suggest you go and show them that picture.
I didn't know
This
anything
man
about
was
this
their
guy.
friend.
Look
and
at him!
comrade.
Look at him!
Hey, look at this guy.
It could go this or the other way. Maybe if you're tactful, it could be beneficial.
You're right, not a good idea.
I am relieved you think so. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security.
That's all.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
All right.
Went through it all. Thank you, that's all for me.
Oh,
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool. Where's it coming from?
where's it coming from?
A scope.
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit.
Just looking pensive off in the distance. Damn.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. Or, yeah, that's me. I've been establishing.
I think I like the second one. We are superstar
Do we
cop.
want this thought?
Yeah, I like this so far.
Are we superstar cop?
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bai, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
I once thought about a ludicrous fantasy world.
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer.
I don't know about that one, Scoob.
We're superstar cop.
I don't know. No,
We're cool cop.
We're empathy cop.
We're
crybaby cop.
But that's what makes a good story is because he's a hero. This is hero cop. He's like superhero cop.
I disagree with the thought.
We don't have to internalize it. We can just have it available, right?
I don't know. I don't know how the game works.
I want to try it.
Okay.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along
I
with
think
it.
we have it now.
In an iconic monochrome
It takes a
solution,
skill point to
a
internalize.
black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
We look at it.
Let's save him first. Yeah, see, we only have shit compressor. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar and the groupies and cocaine, riddled with hepatitis C, strikes a lion-esque pose with a mic kind of way. You're not Guillaume Le Million or Davy Dewis. No. You're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. We should take a break.
You want to take a break?
Yes.
Yeah. We just learned a lot.
We have so much. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to do.
I have to pee. I drank a whole Gatorade really fast.
And we'll be back, everybody, after the break.
What's up, gamers?
Gamers.
It's your favorite superstar cops back at it again.
Let's get back into it.
It did not match my energy.
I'm just ready to game. I'm so excited.
He's ready to game. He's ready
We
to
have
game.
a whole level up. We've got notes.
We should, and we need to call the police.
Okay. Call the police.
Yes.
We can confront Titus. We know that the big buff man at the gate is one of the guys. Like one of the mercenaries.
Look on the buildings for the other spy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have to talk to them though. Hey, do you guys recognize his body?
Oh, look at all these options. Okay, so actually, I vote that we look through the skill checks that we have currently and see what we want to go through,
Yeah.
and then level up. Okay, so we've got so much new stuff. Victim's tattoo.
Wait, what's the smoker on the balcony?
It's a new thing.
Is that tonight?
Yes, 21 o'clock. You remember?
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Only like noon right now. Yeah, so this is like the big one.
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk to Everett for a while. This is
Yeah.
Wednesday, blah blah blah. Okay. So this will probably prove the authority once we have something to pin them on.
Yeah.
We don't really have anything. Alright. Electrochemistry, conceptualization. I would like conceptualization. Knick-knack stand could be cool. Visual calculus. This one's... we can't. Rhetoric. More conceptualization. So there's 2 we can unlock with conceptualization.
I'm kind of like cargo container.
So rhetoric.
Eyes emoji.
Okay.
I just want to look. I just want to look. What does it say about rhetoric? I mean, this could be helpful. That or perception.
Or we get the superstar cop thought.
What's that give us?
It
Do we want that? Are we the superstar cop?
gives us minus... It gives us -2 to logic at the start, but after an hour and 10 minutes, we get some bonus. We can look up the bonus if you want.
What did volumetrics shit compressor?
That gave us endurance white checks again. That's for the body.
Oh, yeah.
To look through the body, and then raised endurance. Which is like, it was okay, but we needed it.
Yeah.
I don't remember getting this one. Should I read it?
Yeah.
Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor track, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down to Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud.
Interesting. Temporary +1 encyclopedia factual memory returns.
I actually do like that one. But these would unlock stuff.
Yeah. Is there any way to boost up like these numbers, the one that you're on?
Yes, there's a plus here, but I don't know how to get it. So I guess we just get like a big one eventually.
I think through using it, maybe?
Yeah, maybe so. Well, it has the same one for all of them.
Oh. Maybe that's just it. Maybe we're dumb cop.
I have seen people with 6 skill, like a 6 skill. And I think the max you could go was 5.
Looking it up. What do you think?
Let me check the checks again. This is tough. I think there's a good composure one. That, or we might as well go rhetoric. Even though we only have one, I do like getting into it.
I just like getting into it, you know? I just like
Cargo
arguing.
Container. The cargo container really is the only one.
Increase the level of individual skills. Oh, wait, no. Maybe thoughts can unlock it, because it doesn't. I don't think we can change that.
I do like the long way home thought.
Yeah. Think about who we are and where we came from.
Both of these are
The
cool.
finger pistols. I mean, unlock.
Let's do the lonesome long way home.
Yeah, since we can't decide on a skill. Yeah.
Bing bong. I think it might give us the skill point back if we take it back.
Do you want to not have it?
I mean, do we really need the endurance level cap raised to 4?
I don't know what that means. Wait, what's endurance?
Learning cap for endurance raised to 4.
Oh. I mean, you want to try it?
It'll give us a skill point back, but do we really need it? Where did we put it? Rhetoric.
Yeah, fuck it. Get our shit untogether. Put it into arguing. Thought will be lost forever.
This is, I don't want to take back what we've done.
Forever.
Yeah, that's too much.
We got our shit together.
Yeah, I like the RP of having the shit together.
It's fine.
We just have more thoughts. Let's get our normal inventory back. -1 rhetoric back at it again.
Yeah, boy.
I do like these, honestly.
We look rad. We're cool cop.
Like, I think this is. Damn, if we stack physical instrument and shivers and give a whole bunch, our authority is so overwhelming anyways that I'm fine with taking a -3 to it.
It's fine. We're always rolling positives on authority.
Fact, it's like challenging success all the time.
Like, buzz off! It's our intrusive thoughts.
Honestly. So you want to go talk to Titus right now?
Oh.
All
Polyurethane.
around you, rain falls
facts.
on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters,
Wow.
washing the filth away.
I just like taking in the whole picture. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the destruction of the building.
Yeah.
That's mortar fire, right? And they had mortars hit right here.
Mm-hmm.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds.
Okay.
The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden
Interesting.
light seeps from the office windows.
Hmm.
Will you ever go there?
Will I?
A thought inside of a thought?
Thoughtception?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day.
What's down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Damn.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
We doing all the directions?
Might as well. I like this thought.
Yeah, what's in the east, baby?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Embrace the shivers?
Yeah.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
I like how Lieutenant Kitsuragi is like sprinting along beside us and I'm like, stop! Ah. I feel the rain.
Feel the rain on God.
Like spinning around in it. Kim, it's raining! It's raining!
I literally sprint so much you commented on it yesterday. Alright, what's in the north? We're like turning in all directions. I love
Capeside
this.
apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls.
Okay.
Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
Closer?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. The lingering odor of decomposition mixes with that of damp soil.
What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
Damn.
What's on
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes.
Whoa. The capital of the world.
Damn.
It's home.
Oh.
Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at?
Yeah, that's us. That is us.
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
You get it. Shivers gets it.
That's hella funny.
That was cool. And terrifying.
Where do I live?
On a street there that flows like a muddy river in the snow, with fire traps rising on either side. A film rental opens its doors to the rain. An armored motor carriage rushes past the corner where you used to walk together. Suddenly, the hair on your back rises.
Are we getting backstory? We've been here since 13 o'clock for sure, by the way.
You cannot return.
Oh. Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Shudder and look further?
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain.
Change.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
Yeah, what's up there?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently.
Yeah, there's like
Your
blimps.
sight clears.
Yeah.
What's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution. Doors leading down to Leroyam. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At
Yeah.
least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
He's like, we've been here for 8 minutes.
That was fun.
I'm quick saving.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a good dodge. We be thinking.
Really. I'm here to
Please
confront
card.
you.
Please
I'm here to call.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Precinct.
Can I please?
I wanted to talk to Sylvie again, but honestly, we should. We also have to talk to this one. What do we
Okay.
need?
Yeah, sure, start there.
Wait.
That's-
So Kim said he would talk to the narcotics department about the drug trade tonight.
Yeah, why were we calling the...
Because
Oh.
the woman sexually assaulted. The woman. was
Oh,
sexually
okay, yeah, so Kim's taking care of it then.
Please connect me to Sylvie again.
Oh,
Just a second.
I just want to.
I just want to talk to her.
Hopefully she responds.
Sylvie Malaika on the line for
Let's
you, officer.
go.
Oh.
Yes. Hello?
Hey,
Hi, Sylvie,
Sylvie.
it's the police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
Alright.
Okay, so that's none of it. Have you seen my badge? Might as well.
Fuck it.
I gotta make up something now that there's no option.
I'm gonna load a
Yeah,
save. This
I
is
know
so
who
cringe.
you are. You're a police officer. The law.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh. No, I haven't. Sorry.
Okay, bye.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Can't
Oh, I really should look into that.
Yeah, oh fuck. Yeah, let's...
Yes.
Oh.
You absolutely should. It's awful that you don't.
Shut up, composure.
It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
Hey, I found my patrol cloak earlier, but have you seen my policeman
God,
uniform?
we can't.
Well, we're here. Sad cop. This is low point cop.
This is so... Okay.
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
The Disco Elysium.
Somewhere in a dank rental apartment, 2 police officers stand in the dark. Trash and liquor bottles cover the floor. Things are not good. One of the men, trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way to the window and pulls the curtains apart. Roaches scatter as the light comes in. God damn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner, Sundance Fisher, looks at the patrol uniform he's wearing, then at an identical suit frame on the wall. It's blue and covered in dust. Let's get the fuck out of here. He turns to Williams. He hasn't been here in days.
Oh.
Interesting. Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this
Oh
again.
my God.
Everyone saw your cool gun,
Oh.
detective.
She did. Oh, I showed you my gun. When did that happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and
Bruh.
And what did I do?
you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Yikes.
Were they funny?
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Ugh, cringe. Okay, what happened to my gun, though?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, big bucks cannot lie, and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
Okay, so it
We
was...
did.
Yeah, we did sell it to the guy.
I think we have that confirmed.
Thank you.
You hear the call breaking up on
Anything else I can help you
Okay,
with,
so we're good.
officer?
Thank you, bye.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of
Yeah, he's talking about it. So all we have to do is confront the Hardy Boys about it.
Alright, we should save though.
Okay.
Like right before we talk to them. And should we spec our gear?
I think we're already spec for what we want. Or
Okay.
do you want to do like... I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it.
We do authority or something?
We're not gonna be good at authority.
Okay, yeah, let's just do our normal build.
It's fine. We're not macho cop.
For Nacho Cop.
We're nacho cop.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Baby, you know it. Honk honk.
Want us to talk about the hanging again.
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
Come on!
Okay.
Okay.
No
About
questions.
fucking time.
Okay, I guess it's just I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Yeah.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the
Local
local
bug man?
junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime,
Inspector
did you know
Loretta.
that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock?
Isn't that interesting?
The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace?
the thought forms in your head like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
Mama booey.
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
To the honor, you've earned it.
Go ahead, Lieutenant.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
Get his ass.
Sheesh.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
Interesting.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? The stuff's probably from Jamrock.
I bet.
Little shit. That's Kuno in the yard.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Okay, Eugene.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing, she runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Everyone's protecting her.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat, he left 2 sets of footprints.
Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Good job, Shanky.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
We just leveled up. Oh, should we stack the authority real quick?
Authority again.
Should we?
Yeah, let's not do that yet. Okay.
Damn. 2 levels.
Facts real quick.
Should we at least take the things off that take away our authority? Oh, what do the other glasses do? Do we want to save? Oh, she's telling him off. Interesting.
It's you again. What is it?
Hey, I'm back to intimidate you. We will save
It's
scum.
a little save scumming in this one.
Aw.
If we can do a first try, we're going ham.
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
Tim, I need your gun.
No, we've
we
tried
can
that.
We can reload it.
Let's just reload now. Why waste time?
It's funny. Okay.
I think it's funny.
Yep.
We get 5 tries. And if we don't get it in 5 tries...
5 guys, burgers, and fries.
You get it. Don't you tell me no lies.
It's you again. What is it?
Ba 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 boo wee.
I'm the man here.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
I've never seen this before.
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time. You seen Apricot, old Purdue's daughter? Asks Lieutenant McCoy. Replies Torson, the ass on that one. McCoy shakes his head in appreciation. A bit strange the old man named her Apricot, but, I mean, who am I to judge? Wanna hit the kebab joint?
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Got a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job, like you.
Speak for yourself, buddy. I've been running this outfit for 10 years now. You should have seen Martinez before it started. It was like jam rock now.
They didn't see shit, man. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week. Fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So,
His ass.
what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it.
Wahoo!
You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
I like how authority and suggestion were like conflicting with each other.
True.
That's cool how thoughts can conflict.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect.
We're treating you with respect. Enough.
If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
Aye, Captain.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde.
Oh
I'm
no.
on due with an
Oh, the woman who banged on her door like 6 times.
Do you remember how you were like, I want to keep doing this
You
though?
were like trying to open the knob. Boom, 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 boom. Police! Police!
Yeah.
Shit.
This is
The
the
girl.
exact face I'm making right
The
now.
girl upstairs? That can't be her. She
Oh.
knows
That would be
you
great
so
to
hard you
party.
forgot you were a cop.
Yeah, we talked to her first.
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! It's Miss Oranje, disco dancer!
No, we should correct the tie.
Uh-oh. Correct the tie.
Yeah, her name's Clausie.
Oh, okay. Glacia?
Yeah, blonde, tall, 2 rooms over from yours.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
It's getting tough.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Whatever you do not tell him you know her. That would sound off.
I think I know her.
No, we should.
I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. So what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Do we want to get details like this, or should we just go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Thanks, sympathy.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Karaoke incident.
That was when he was like feeling up a girl doing karaoke.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So what is your relationship with her? No, thank you. We'll talk to her. How about that? Is that better?
You sure?
You want to ask about her?
Huh? Why not?
I know her.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Mm-hmm.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
She a lorry driver.
Yeah, you think she's a lorry driver?
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Sorry, we got distracted by the cat.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some
Oh.
bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Interesting.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent.
Everyone's trying to protect her.
What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
You said party. Cool, cool. But what is... Oh, see the drug lady. Is she the lady driver?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because she's been out here over the winter.
Yeah.
The traffic jam.
That's cool. But what does that mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right? Did you karaoke?
Yeah, tons of it. All the songs.
They say you two were close.
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
I think it's about the drugs.
Thank you. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Hey, bye.
I'm not going to tell him about that. Wow, we got some good info from him.
Yeah, that was really good.
Oh, Kim's
Kim
going
wants
to talk to us.
speak. I think you ought to save.
Let's level up and then save and then talk about him.
Okay.
What should we level up at? I really like Shivers so far. Shivers been great. Reaction speed and composure have both been good.
Perception. I really like perception.
Let's do some perception.
Yeah. I just feel like trusting our senses, you know?
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You mean the sweating and fidgeting when he mentioned her name?
Yes.
I think I know that woman.
The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Well, she was there when we were drunk.
She knows, yeah.
She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out. That I partied hard and not very mental healthily.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together?
I don't know.
So this is what it feels like to be interviewed.
I got nothing to hide from Kim.
What if you do, but you just don't remember that you do?
Oh shit.
You'll get through it, you slippery fuck! Blast some insano at him! Throw him off!
She overheard me listening to some music and doing weird things from her room. It's the one next to yours.
Anything else?
She knows I don't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
Asked her where we are, what city this is, and maybe even what year, something like that.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
Let's move on.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be alright.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kim. It's gonna be alright.
Sprint's over. Boom, 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 boom. I'm here to interview you.
I know, I was like, music though?
Little jamming. Maybe jamming. Jamrock.
Oh. Can we save before we, Yeah.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Oh.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Thank you.
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
Oh, you know we're snooping around before going up. Quick little peeky peek. Hotels. Okay. Hotel bill calculations. Dirty clothes. Yeah, let's look. We're taking. Oh! This room has sad written all over it. It reminds you of your own.
Damn.
Who's looking?
Oh!
Oh.
No, we don't go in a ladies' bathroom.
Unless. Well, it's good to know. We may have drugs.
Yeah. But that's not what we're looking for.
Drugs raise learning caps, but they're bad for your health. Interesting. So that's how you get hired. Oh. Just someone watching you behind the glass door. A woman.
What?
Do you have to interact with the window there? I don't know. Oh.
Oh, it's like another loading screen, I guess.
I like being perceptive, empathetic cop.
Me too.
Remember that one time when we looked at files and we didn't understand what was on the files, we're like, but this is the same type of paper! Oh. It smells cigarette. Astra menthol.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Kick the door in. Okay.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick from the shower.
It's raining, Mama. Why are you drying
Below
it?
her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
Woof.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Gone pretty hard, but in the meantime, I go on.
I can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Us literally connecting with all the artists and Kim being like, can we please stop reciting poetry and talk about the murder case?
Dropping bars and making friends.
Huh. I see.
I think
Be
she's
careful.
drug lady and she
Ask
ordered him
something
dead.
else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What's your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amondou.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates. Something for later.
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
Alright.
Wanna hear what's stupid? Somewhere in a one-room apartment on Boogie Street, a young man shows Patrol Officer Tilbrook his genital warts, asking if they're cancer.
Thanks, Spredicor.
His partner, Emil Mullins, can't be there.
What?
He's in another apartment with another man who's showing him a dead dog under the radiator. It's dead, Mullins says. No, the man replies. I touched him. He's warm. He's warm, Mullins replies, because he's under the radiator.
You're a cop?
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
All right, back to you.
Back to me.
What do you do with it? Right?
Yeah, what do you do with Orney's lit?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Cool.
It's
Show her
not
some
very
money.
cool, but what can you do?
Thank you.
The record. So official.
They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yeah, mama.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
2 p.m.
It's 2 p.m., mama!
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
What does that mean? Were you...
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him.
She wasn't raped. So Titus was lying to us?
Yeah. That's why we
'Cause
weren't
he's
supposed to ask her.
Oh, maybe they were dating and he's just... Did he just murder the dude?
Oh, fuck.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Are you sure?
What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
What kind of part?
I don't get it.
What do you mean party?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
Okay.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
You were lovers.
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
Oh.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must have been hard for you to see him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
Damn.
A bitter cringe. It hurts.
Cringe alert.
You look to the lieutenant.
Like, this is going in my grand copy. Opposite of empathy cop.
He takes a small step closer.
Aww.
You called us, the RCM.
Those hurt.
Yes.
The
Say
call
nothing.
reporting the hanging. Oh.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Yeah.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Okay.
So, she's God's mystery foam cutter.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Still, that's pretty clever, Temporary.
Yeah, facts.
Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
That was nifty.
Thanks.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
I believe that. Oh, 'cause the radio.
Oh, interesting.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
Good point. What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right
My
now.
bad.
Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair.
Holds out corpse photo. Does this help?
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Yeah, that's fair.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in a dream.
I would say no. I don't know. I don't think she wants to talk about it.
Okay.
You pissed it all away. All of it. Elysium.
Sorry, Inland Empire.
Damn.
Did we really? Should we load a save?
Did we ruin the whole game?
Do we need to load a save and redo all of that?
No.
I think we can go back.
What did we do? You want me to?
Should we try?
I'm sorry,
I know it.
She meant she sees
There you go.
him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in a dream.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
How do you see him?
You don't want to know.
I see him as me.
Like a little weird.
Alright, then you want to conclude?
She dips the cigarette in the lighter's flame and inhales, then looks at you with her lungs full of smoke.
I can see the similarity, yes.
Our soul's enormous.
It's vast.
Funny.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
Damn.
In my dream, he thinks, he said, I failed his children. You glance at the lieutenant, then back to her.
Bouquet Inland Empire, thank you for telling us off. What did they hang him for then?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing.
There's a strike roiling?
But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
Security detail? Seems pretty simple to me.
And they lynched him for it?
Yeah, he didn't even hurt anybody, right?
She nods.
Do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
And how'd you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
Oh, that's a tough way to put it.
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
You get it, girl.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Don't mention it. It definitely is.
Yeah, it 100% is.
Don't be tactful. She doesn't care.
Oh. Maybe we listen to suggestion?
Should we say it again?
Don't be tactful, she doesn't care.
They're frequent get over.
Good thing we just get to
No.
retry it.
I'm sorry to.
I have. Which one?
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
That why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Warming them.
Alright. Thanks for telling me all this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head back downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Bet.
As he says so, you feel the young woman looking at you and get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion?
Yes.
Wait a moment.
I had something else. Before we go.
A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Nice room you've got here. Let's talk more.
Are you sure?
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
You sure you weren't raped?
I mean...
I'm 89% sure.
So you're not entirely sure?
You know how it is.
Yeah. She
Do
partied.
you?
How was it then?
Maybe you don't know.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
Okay.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
That's like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been?
We didn't say sexually assaulted necessarily, we said that something happened.
Fair enough.
You get the feeling she might be.
She might be flippant.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Nice room.
Nice room.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
What are you doing in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
Wintering the storm.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months.
Why
I
here?
came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
I'll start at the top, I guess.
Here in the whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
Can we do one more and ask about Revachol, or the town we're in?
I'm winter.
How long?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling,
Martinez.
here in Martinez, or here in Revachol? I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You came to the right place.
She looks at you and nods.
Hate to say it, but you've got sad all over the place.
Where's that door lead to?
Where's the door lead to?
I have no idea, officer.
I don't want to tell her her apartment's sad. Like, we're one to talk. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, it said we have to. We should exhaust everything, right?
It said that we're missing something, and I think something happened. There's a piece of this puzzle that we're not missing about the assault case.
Okay.
I don't know.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
You want to save and...
return to this later.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking coffee, most likely.
Bet. Oh, and Kim wants to talk.
Yeah, you know we doing who's coming right now. This is Volition, right?
Yeah, Volition.
Oh, we don't have it.
That's it.
Officer,
We'll try it.
what brings you up here in the rain?
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona.
Okay.
You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
Avert your Jezebel gaze.
The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
You wanna try it again?
Yeah, one more? One more again?
Okay.
Because it's a hard one. I doubt we'll get it.
Mm-hmm. We'll go one more again and then we can maybe level it up. I would like to level up Volition. It's a good one.
Yeah? That's like your morale, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one we always trust.
exactly. It's a trustable one.
You can trust your volition. And always let your conscience
Officer.
be your guide.
What brings you up here in the rain?
Baba booey.
She looks back. Time, don't worry. You are advised. The strange moment
Okay.
Coffee and ashtray.
Ooh.
Look, tried wildflowers. I can take it.
Can we do our thoughts real quick? Or...
Just as you
Sorry.
look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof.
Oh,
picking them
shit!
Up in the air.
Grab that bitch!
Yeah!
Catch a single flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell.
It's a Maybell.
The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance. Then takes a drag of her cigarette.
Fuck yeah.
The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
Snap your finger pistols at him.
Yeah, this is for Kim.
Your 9mm semi-automatic finger pistols produce a satisfying snap. Strange for such a low-caliber finger gun to sound so chunky. The flower in your other hand is impressed. So is Kim.
Yeah.
That's not entirely true. The lieutenant is looking at the door to the east and mostly misses them.
That's okay. Should we talk to him here or downstairs?
We'll at least go outside.
And then come back out and check out the door, right?
I'll say kick it open. I think it's locked.
There are other options.
Yo, you wanna look through it?
When we have the time.
Mm.
Did it freeze? There,
Woo!
we're good.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off here.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things.
Indeed.
The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
You're right, I'm looking at literally everything, Kim.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Why?
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures.
Interesting.
Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Alright, thanks, Kim.
You know which window has not been recently replaced?
The one I smashed on my roof?
Yes, that one. Cold wind is seeping in right now. Just one floor below you. Messing up your concentration here.
Yeah, what the hell?
Stop distracting him! He has work to do! Plus, if I recall, the window has been giving him shit ever since he got here!
Thank you, horrific necktie. Now let's go.
Smooth as ice. Following your lead, the lieutenant...
That's all I can do?
Yeah, we just did that. Can we check out the door?
Back to another loading screen.
Hey everybody, welcome to my game, Loading Screen Simulator.
I love using a loading screen.
This is a good game. I love reading. I'm glad it's fully voice acted.
Oh, it's so good now.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Just push on it.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy.
Where does this lead to?
I don't know. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
So true.
Do you think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
He's right.
Just kick it.
We're probably gonna hurt ourselves.
Yeah,
very
but
low.
What if it was cool? Uh-oh.
Oh! Ooh, owie.
You kick it, gung-ho style. Entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
Yeah.
All right, let's trash the place.
Disrespect your surroundings.
Rage! Rage! Yeah, I'm taking a Sudafed.
Let's not.
Oh. Well, we'll kick it again sometime.
Way to come back for this. Damn, where to next? Oh, hello, Fry Fry. You never come in to say hi during streams.
Get downstairs. I suppose we can look in her bathroom.
I was about to say, you want to check out the bathroom or what?
Yeah.
Why was her window recently replaced?
Because it was broken. She was a partier. We partied hard too and our window broke.
Yeah, but did she break her own window or did someone break it?
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot. But not for scrubbing blood off towels. Or anything else interesting, it seems.
Damn, challenging perception.
Nice.
This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth.
Look at the meds.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Quite a collection in here.
Anything of note?
Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoparidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
What's Nacra?
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Huh.
You could say he's on the lookout.
Search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Come on, electrochemistry.
A bright
Nice.
orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Sweaty hands.
Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
Oh.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Yeah, no. Take it. Corpse is no longer there. God bless.
Damn, and she could see it through her bathroom and her smoke breaks.
Alright. Probably Kim.
Can Kim follow us?
What?
Hi, Kim. Kim, we can't leave him there. We can't just leave him back there.
He doesn't know how to open doors. He doesn't know.
Maybe he's like, finally, I'm free.
He just pees. It's like,
Yeah, he actually had to go to the bathroom.
Okay, he's
we're
back with us. That's all funny. Okay, honestly, I think this might be a good time to end the stream.
Yeah.
I love where we're going with this, and I can't wait to play more.
I'm having so much fun, and I don't want to stop, but I'm very tired.
Yep.
So, good job. That was very successful. Yes, use 2 saves.
And a quick save.
And a quick save.
We don't fuck around here.
But we will play a little.
Oh man, literally, I think this was a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 Disco Elysium stream.
Yeah, that was really good. Little save scums, but
It's for the fun.
It was for
we
the
have
story.
fun.
We care about the story.
Story. I like the gameplay.
But the story is pretty good too.
I like the story.
Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Next stream, we'll probably be playing something online. We won't be playing Disco Elysium because, yeah. It's what, next Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time?
Yeah.
You streaming at all?
Probably.
Alright, great plug. Thanks everybody. Great.
Mapes Games.
Mapes Games, Twitch TV. Yeah. That's it.
Stream for 3 hours.
We streamed for 3 hours and I
Loved it.
Yeah. Alright, good night everybody.